Holy Spirit, cast it away, all dark energies meant to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and you collective. So this is going to be a quick reading. I just wanted to read the energy at this time. I've been getting a lot of downloads today. So yeah, we're going to do some hidden confessions, hidden truths, and clarify it for you. Alright, so someone feels like my focus is on my life. I can't be bothered to worry about you. I am sure I can meet your expectations. The pressure is too much for me. I cannot be vulnerable with you. I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside me. I feel alone and in the dark. Where is my light? I smile on the outside, but I am dying on the inside. So somebody in your energy is definitely tripping. Let's see what else is the hidden truth. Alright, so for the hidden truth, we got, I will wait for a sign from you. I am becoming a better person. I knew exactly what I was doing. I feel you even though we are apart. So I'm going to clarify these because somebody's tripping. Yeah, and that fell on the floor. So definitely some karmic energy up in here. Yeah, so somebody's feeling sad. Like they're feeling hella gloomy. And it's because you guys have your eyes open. Like you're moving on from hatred. So it's like you're not trying to, you know, go back to the past because this individual is very arrogant. Like, and now they're feeling stagnated. So this is the individual that didn't want to be vulnerable with you. Like, it's like they had feelings for you, but they definitely didn't step up and, you know, stand on business about how they felt. So this person probably allowed like friends or something to, yeah, they were very reckless. So they allowed their friends to pretty much yeah, Empress in reverse. It's like their friends are in competition with you. Yeah, so they were talking shit due to insecurity. That's crazy. So whoever that person is, High Priestess came out in reverse, the Empress came out in reverse, and the Emperor came out in the reverse. So whoever this individual was, it was a karmic twin, okay? So the breakup probably was really hard, and it was because they were a karmic twin. So focus on your peace, focus on forgiveness, and also forgiving yourself for, you know, dealing with shit that you knew you shouldn't have been dealing with. But it's okay. You will be all right. You are isolated from this individual, so you are safe. Your energy is safe, and you are opening up your energy right now to bring in the connections you deserve. Okay, so you will have some celebrations happening soon where you might meet somebody. Okay, so just make sure you're not resisting change. Okay, make sure it's not like no negative patterns. Will that person come back better? That person, if this is resonating for you, they're karmic. Yeah, lack of structure, dictator. They're just gonna come back and go right back to what they're doing. They're karmic. So it's not gonna go the way that you think it's gonna go. Even if they give you a sob story, it's because they want to complete that cycle. All right, so you got to keep your energy open. Yeah, like this person is abusive, emotionally abusive, and they're gonna come to you like they're in despair, like they're sad or whatever, just for you to get caught up. So hi, so definitely, you know, that person's a karmic, so you don't go back to karmics. You focus on forgiving yourself for dealing with that, release that tie, and keep yourself open to actually find your counterpart. Okay. Yeah. This person was very financially dependent upon you. Scatterbrained, so they don't really know what they're doing. Like they have no direction, no quality. Like it's ridiculous. So you have to give up the control of the outcome of the situation. All right, any more messages? Yeah, someone's gonna try to compromise with you, but this person did you an injustice. They were very dishonest. Okay. Yeah, so release that responsibility to where you feel like you need to be around this person in order to help them. That gives the energy someone just wanted to help someone so much. And, you know, that's really good for you, you know, because you have a big heart. But this person was very cocky. They used to laugh about it. Like, they probably laughed about it to their friends. Like, ugh, I could do whatever I want to do because I know Collective going to be right here for me waiting. Like, hell no. Tower card came out in reverse. So you're not physically around this individual, which is really good. So give yourself grace as you're going through this transformation, okay? Do not have a fear of the unknown, because what you know is anxiety. What you know is fear. What you know is pain. So why are you afraid of the unknown? The unknown is what you need. The happiness, the joy, the peace, the love, okay? The real love, not what you thought was love. Yeah. Individuals very self-absorbed. So yeah, definitely walk away from that person. Yeah. And make sure you're thinking about your goals, okay? Like there's something that you want to do and it is long term, and you're like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I'm going to get any rewards. If it's a business, you're like, I don't know if there's going to be like customers or anything like that. Make sure you're staying goal oriented. Somebody could be afraid of having issues or disagreements when it comes to starting their business. Okay? You're being called to be nicer to yourself. Okay? Somebody that I'm talking to, you gotta be a little nicer to yourself. You're being so hard on yourself and you are making progress. So if it's something that you're working on and you're not sure that you're making progress with it, this is your sign you are making good progress with it. Okay? And when it comes to some type of like peaceful coexistence, there's somebody that you felt like, you know, it was always discourse. It's giving like a family member or something. This family member feels like they have a lot on their plate at this time. Okay, and that is why they seem to not have a lot of control like over themselves. Okay, moving forward with this person, Holy Spirit. Yeah, so someone has someone in their family, like they kind of feel like a failure because they're currently overcoming adversity. And you collective, you guys are definitely overcoming adversity. Like it was very hard, like it was very intense because you had people in your energy that were envious of you. Okay, and if you know envy, envy is worse than jealousy because envy can cause someone to like on a soul level, it's real ugly. Like envy is actually like an entity, you know, it's a really bad entity. And it causes this person to be vulnerable, which is why like you need to work on releasing the pain of this. Okay, definitely focus on your recovery, your healing, and releasing this pain. Okay, because as you release this pain, oof, I just got a download. Okay, so someone might be having moments where they cry, where you just randomly shed tears. This is not something bad. Okay, you are releasing, you are purging. Okay, give yourself grace. I feel like that's the theme of this this live session. Give yourself grace. Okay, the same grace that you're giving to others, you're gonna give that to yourself. Okay, you're gonna pour into your own cup. All right, somebody is being way too hard on themselves, and don't emotionally abuse yourself. Okay, you got away from those that were emotionally abusing you. Okay, and it kind of affects your brain chemistry. You know, when you deal with a hard situation for so long, you get away from them, but that voice is still there talking down on you. You have to reroute that brain chemistry, and that is why I always recommend to meditate. I always recommend to journal, to say your self-love affirmations. A big one is I am worthy of love, because you are worthy of love. You did not deserve for these individuals to treat you the way that they did. And even with, you know, even with them, it's like they really do not care. They don't care about what they did. Like with this channel message, what? I will wait for a sign from you. This person wants you to chase them. Don't. Because you know that you are worthy of a love that you're not going to have to chase. Okay? If someone actually values you, they're not going to let you just be loose. You know what I'm saying? If someone actually values you, they're not going to put themselves at risk to where they'll have to lose you. All right. So someone could be battling with some insecurities, or somebody might try to bring unnecessary drama. What you're being called to do is focus on relaxing. Okay? Focus on resting and relaxing. Okay? And if you have a moment where you contemplate and you think about something negative that could have happened, what you're being called to do is think about the positive things. Okay? Don't focus so much on the negatives. Okay? And I know sometimes it's rough, but you need to focus on the things that you want to happen. Even if you look around and you feel like, damn, like what? How can I focus on the positive and I don't feel like everything's going right? Daydream about what you want to happen. Okay? That's opening up your energy to receive these blessings. Okay? Because I know sometimes we can't help it, but you definitely have to focus on that, okay? Because you're kind of unstable, like it's showing instability a little bit. And it's because someone's kind of obsessed with like wealth and status. It's like you want to be popular or you want to have a whole bunch of money. But you need to realize that to have this abundance in the 3D, that like you really have to nurture yourself. Because if you don't have harmony with your heart space, you're not going to receive what you want. Okay? Because the Most High wants you to be balanced. So when you receive this abundance, you are able to keep this abundance. Okay? What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah. So somebody has like, you're very creative and you're not really working on it. You're being called to do that. Work on your creative endeavors because that is a channel for healing for you. Okay? Let's see. Yeah. So someone's also having issues with like trusting others. Maybe, you want to go out and have like friends and things of that nature, and you just want to hang out, have a good time. And you're very, you don't really trust people. You're being called to practice your discernment, okay? Don't push away everyone. Also, don't leave yourself open to a whole bunch of things, but also make sure you're healing your heart space, okay? And a good way to do that is through doing some inner child healing. And that's why I mentioned the creative endeavors. If it's something creative that you want to do, you're being called to really focus on that, okay? And that's going to help you to rest, relax, because that's a way to heal yourself, okay? There is some deception in the energy. Someone's kind of manipulative. So someone definitely has someone that's trying to conjure up some type of like chaos or something. You're being called to release that, okay? Because right now, you're regaining control of your heart space. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah. And you, like, regaining control of your heart space, that is going to help you to come out of this bad situation. Okay? Or this disenchantment. It's like you're not able to see the good in what is happening. So we want to avoid being cold-hearted. Okay? So someone definitely needs to work on their heart chakra. Okay? Definitely work on opening up your heart chakra at this time. I'm actually going to pull some chakra cards. All right, what chakras are being attacked for the collective, Holy Spirit? Okay, so someone needs help with opening up their third eye chakra and your root chakra. Yeah, definitely third eye chakra. So yeah, so earlier I said I'm worthy of love. So what you are being called to say is I am worthy of the life I want. Okay, I am worthy of the life that I want. Okay, I am nourished and supported by Mother Earth. So you need to ground your energy. Okay, somebody has these thoughts. It's like you imagine things, but it's not like good imagination. You're imagining like the worst possible outcome of situations, and that is not good. Okay, because you're opening up yourself to those energies. Hey, You're opening up yourself to those energies that are not like it's not benefiting you. Okay? Because your third eye chakra is about your intuition, your dreams, your visions, your imaginations, and your awareness. All right? So I'm going to say these affirmations again. I am nourished and supported by Mother Earth. I am worthy of the life I want. So pack off these affirmations will be really good for you to say, okay? Hi. Because we're working on nurturing ourselves, okay? We've been hurt enough. We're not hurting ourselves, okay? And I know sometimes it sucks. Sometimes you might be in a low vibration. I know sometimes, you know, I have ADHD. So, like, sometimes if I feel frustrated or sad, I'll do some fucking jumping jacks. Just to get your blood moving, okay? Sometimes it just takes a walk around the block. Sometimes, you know, you just need to touch some grass, sit next to a tree, read a book, you know, maybe put your phone down for a little while and, you know, read something, write something down. Because sometimes that stimulation, you could be overly stimulated from the phone. You know, phones emit a lot of radiation, especially with headphones. It's a lot of radiation. That shit fucks with your brain chemistry, even with the bright lights and things like that. So, like, just switch the environment, you know, switch it up a little bit. If you're a person that, you know, you do the same things every day and you're like, God damn, I need to switch something up, switch it up. Okay? Even if you do something at a certain time every day, just switch the time. Even if you switch the time by 15 minutes, do that. Okay? Switch up the routine. And that also helps to, you know, shake it up with the energies that's around you, because there are, you know, negative energies out there. There are spirits out there, and they could be watching, waiting. And if you're doing the same thing all the time, best believe they're going to strike when they see that you're weak or you're feeling weak. And that goes for people as well. Okay? People love to try to attack you when they think that your guards are down. So definitely follow your discernment. If you're getting ready to go out somewhere, right? Say you have plans, right? Like 2 weeks in advance. And you were like, you know, I'm excited to go out. And then as soon as you was about to walk out the door, you was like, I just got a bad feeling. Stay your ass home. And I know that's irritating. I know that's frustrating. But do that. Like, I could use myself for an example. On Saturday, one of my kids, like his uncle, was throwing a birthday party for him at a hotel. So I told him, like, yeah, we'll be able to come to the birthday party. But then he said it was a hotel party. Then I was like, you know, send me the information. He didn't send the information till like 3 days later. And then he was like, oh, I was just setting up for the party. And it just gave me a bad fucking feeling. So what did I do? I canceled. I didn't feel bad about it. My son still had a good time at home. And sometimes that's what it is, because I could have averted something terrible from happening. That is why you always follow your intuition. If you have a bad feeling about something and you're going somewhere, do not go there. If somebody calls you and you have a bad feeling about this phone call as you're watching it ring, don't answer it. Okay? If you scrolling through social media and you see like maybe a video pops up and you just see that person and it just gives you a bad feeling, block that motherfucker. Okay? You're deleting any bad energy from you, because your intuition is so potent. It's so strong. And the only reason why we all end up in fucked up situations is because we're not following that. But your intuition is your higher self, really putting you deep with, like, really what's up with people around you. Okay? So you have to, you know, follow that. Follow that intuition. And if you're not sure, you know, if you're still in the process of learning what your intuition is, like, is this anxiety or is this my intuition? What you're being called to do is pray. Pray and ask for signs so you can have those confirmations. Because I promise you, you're going to get it. If you're the person that says, you know, I'm going to pray to my ascended ancestors, I'm going to pray to God, Yahweh, the universe, the Holy Spirit, pray for these signs. And if you want a specific sign, pray and ask for that specific sign. I promise you, you're going to get it. Okay? I promise you, you're going to get that specific sign that you're looking for. Huh? I don't understand what you're saying. All right. Any more about the hidden truth in this energy, Holy Spirit? Okay, so it's time for me to heal now. I'm so attracted to you. I love you. So these are energies that are around you, okay? This is your higher self. telling you that it's time for you to heal. Okay, there is something that you're holding on to, and it's because you might love this individual, you might be attracted to this individual, but you need to look past the surface level. Okay, something can be very attractive. I'm not answering questions right now, pack off. I'm doing collective energy. Okay, I'm gonna go live later and then I'll be able to do questions. All right. So there's somebody in your energy that is feeling very attracted to you. Okay, and you don't feel the same way. You're feeling like you ready to heal, you know, because you're tired of these surface level connections. You know, you're either tired of somebody just wanting you for your money. It's okay, you don't have to be sorry. You're tired of either people wanting you for your money, or they just want you to, you know, parade you around or anything of that nature. And you're focused on healing that part of you now. And these individuals, as you start to reject them more and more and more, because your faith is going to be tested. Once you focused on your healing, your faith is going to be tested because they want you to backslide. But what you're going to do is stand on it. Okay? They're going to be hostile. They're probably going to catch your attitude. Release it. Okay? Take it with a grain of salt. You know why? Because they feel like crap. Okay, they just want to latch onto you. They see something good and they just want to latch onto it. So what you're being called to do is just let it go. Like, I've had plenty of times, like, there's a store like a couple blocks from my house that I walk to, and you know, sometimes guys will like try to talk to me and stuff like, oh, are you single? Like, I'm not gonna lie, yes, I'm single. Oh, can I get your number? No. You know what I'm saying? No is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. If you don't feel like talking, you don't feel like talking. No. Okay? Never feel pressured to say more than you want to say. Okay? Do what you want to do. Yeah. And like, you know, people are going to try to cause unnecessary drama. And it's because you're protecting your peace. You're going to be attacked. And that's how you know you're doing something right. Okay? Because you are on a new beginning. Okay? This is something new for you. It's new for you to love yourself completely. It's new for you to put you first, you know, moving through your heart space. This is collective energy right now. So just take the messages that's resonating. Somebody definitely needs to get rid of something that is in excess. Like, maybe it's something that you do a lot of or have a lot of, or I'm getting a vision of someone has something in their house that they need to throw away. And it's going to help you resolve some type of dispute. What about this dispute? And what is this about? Whatever somebody needs to throw away. Okay, so if you're having feelings of feeling lonely, or if you feel like your mind is just not together, and then when you lay down and your mind stops racing and you lay down and you just feel like, you know, like crazy, you're being called to get rid of something. If you're not sure what that is, sweep, mop, you know what I'm saying? Make sure when you go to sleep, your kitchen is clean. Make sure your bathroom is clean. Dark entities like to dwell in spaces that are cluttered. So probably try to organize a little bit. And I know sometimes it's hard to organize. See, I got 2 kids, so this is organization. My child did that. So just do that, you know? Wipe down your mirrors. Pray over your mirrors. Make sure, of course, the toilet is clean. Make sure the tub is clean. If you ever feel that feeling of like you're feeling lonely, you're feeling isolated, and you know that's something that you're working on, it's a test. Okay, so you're just gonna clean something. Okay, you're cleaning yourself on the inside, you know, clearing out all that muck, and you're gonna do that on the outside. Okay. Yeah, somebody's definitely recovering from some type of loss that they experienced, but you are making a lot of positive changes, and it's causing someone in your energy to feel very disappointed. And it's because they realized that they were being vengeful. They realized that they did too much. You know, like they realized they went a step further than they should have did. Yeah, and it's because they had no self-control. They had no, like, self-discipline. Okay? Yeah. So release that. Release the idea that things could have, like, gone different. Okay? Release the idea of what could have been. Just think about what it is right now. And what it is right now is that this person was not meant to be in your life, which is why they're no longer there. All right? And what's happening in the now is that you're healing yourself, you're feeding your spirit, you're open to love, and you will get that. Claim it. Okay? Claim this good energy. Okay? Holy Spirit. Yeah, someone was definitely, you know, they disappointed you. And there were some bad choices. So make sure that, you know, you're not just being, like, playing the victim in the situation, you know? Because it seems like both ends, you know, both sides were very impatient. And that's why there were a lot of decisions that were made. But it's like when you decided that you wanted better, this person became very cold-hearted. And that's where they fucked up at, you know? No one's perfect. But also, you know, make sure that you're taking accountability for what you have done and forgiving yourself while you're taking this, you know, this accountability, okay? Yeah, because it might be, you might be feeling a little sad because of things that could have happened in the past. Everything happens for a reason, okay? And I know that's cliche, but it's the fucking truth. I'm sorry. It's the truth. Everything happens for a reason. There are no coincidences, okay? Pack up, you still asking questions. I'm not answering questions right now. I'm just doing collective energy. Yeah, there was some type of power dynamic. So someone did something just to have control. And now they got left. Yeah, so you're definitely healing and recovering, okay? Definitely going towards your goals. Yeah, because this individual is coming up as the Empress in reverse. But the Emperor in reverse, it did not come back out in this next spread. So definitely if someone had a masculine energy that was very domineering, that was playing in your energy, you're definitely clearing that up, okay? So you're going to wake up and feel more refreshed as, you know, that tie is breaking, all right? But someone has a feminine energy that's in their energy at this time that is just, you might feel like they're suffocating you. Or maybe you felt like that when you guys were together. It was a lot of deceit. So if that's resonating for you, you're being called to literally cut it. You might have to ghost that individual. The best way to get rid of a narcissist is to ghost. Cut off all contact. Show no emotion. Okay? I know that's rough, but yeah. You do not give them any emotional response because that's what they respond to and that's what they feed off of. Okay? Give them nothing. All right? Because this person's very arrogant. So do not give them the satisfaction of being sad or being mad. Give them nothing. Okay? Strength. You can do it. Okay? I don't know if this is a family member. I don't know if this is a friend, an ex, a partner, whatever. But if this is resonating for you, be passionate in your strength. Okay? They will no longer feed off of your energy. That's done. All right? Your spirit team and the Most High needs you to separate from this individual so they can receive their karma for things they've done to others and for things they've done to you, so they are not able to do it to anyone again. Okay? And their karma is going to be a lot of mental turmoil. They're going to start things and not be able to do anything. Yeah. They won't be able to rest. They won't be able to sleep peacefully. And that's going to be their karma for the shit they did to you and for the shit they did to others. And you're going to receive like a marvelous blessing because you stopped the cycle. Okay? So be proud of yourself. And even if this is not something happening in the present, this is the energy that's coming in. Okay? Yeah, someone was just abusing their power. They knew that you loved them. They knew that you cared about them. And they chose to do this. And this is what you came out as. Loyal, faithful. Yeah, you're heavily manifesting at this time. All right, so I'm gonna end it right here. Focus on the light. Focus on your happiness, okay? Because you are the light. You are the prize, okay? You are in the energy of receiving. I do not chase, I attract. That is an affirmation you can tell yourself, okay? You are valued. You are loved. You are special. You are unique. And that is why these dark energies try to attack you, because you are the sun. You are a divine being. Okay, so these lower level entities, they might could get on your nerves. You know, they might make you a little bit sad, but that's the most they're going to be able to do. All right, so continue to work on cleansing your heart chakra. You can look it up. There's even foods that you can eat to cleanse your heart chakra. All the chakras, really. But what came up specifically in this reading was the heart chakra and the third eye chakra. Okay, so you could go ahead and look that up and look up different things you could do. I could actually do research and I'll post it on like my community board. I could also do that as well. Um, so yeah, hope you guys I hope you have a good night. I am gonna go live later. It's probably gonna be a little late, around like 11 midnight, but I'll see you later. If not, continue to live in love and light.